Hi, what's up guys? Today I'll be telling you why I think you should buy Rainbow Six Siege in 2021. This video is going to be broken into 3 parts. First, explain the game, and I won't necessarily call it pros because not everybody will see them as pros. Cons, which are definitely cons, like these are things you do not want in a game, but why I think that they're not as bad as people say they are. And lastly, if you do decide to buy it, when these things go on sale, when the game goes on sale, because there are a lot of sales, and free weekends, so I definitely don't recommend buying a full price. So let's start. Section 1 is what the game's about. So R6 is a tactical and a realistic shooter, and rounds are 3 minutes long, and the main game mode is bomb. It's pretty similar to CSGO, and the game is not pay to win. There's nothing you can buy to get an advantage against people. The game was originally planned to have a 10-year lifetime. Ubisoft wanted 100 operators, which are the characters you play. I'm playing operator right now. And that was, during that time, Ubisoft was only releasing 2 operators per season. So 8 per year. Now though, they're releasing just 1. So, that means that 100 operator lifetime, which was planned to last 10 years, it's probably going to be around 15 years. Because they're releasing half the amount they used to release. So I think this game is definitely not dying, and in fact, the stats prove that they recently broke their record for the most concurrent players. And as I'm writing this, the Rainbow Six Siege Pro League channel has 70k viewers. Walls and floors in this game can be destroyed, which has that realism effect. I say like this: I can make holes to peek through. And you only get 1 life, no respawns, and make sure you have a microphone. Voice chat is pretty important in this game. It is a 5v5 game. So that's just everything that you need to know. Not necessarily pros again, because you know not everybody's gonna see as pro. Some people don't like tactical shooters. Some people like games like Valorant, fast-paced, more arcadey physics. But let's get into the cons. And number 1 is probably pretty important to people, and it's that your rank doesn't really matter in this game, because it is a 5v5 game. You're only making up 20% of your team and 10% of the entire lobby. Your rank is really based off of how well, not just you play, but how well your team plays and your enemy plays, and this becomes very apparent in solo queue because you cannot choose your teammates. They could be really good, they could be really bad, and unfortunately, most of the time, they're really bad. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. But you can try to convince your friends to buy this game, and I think they'll like it. And my friends did. The biggest issue here is really that you're just playing with people that aren't your rank. So you can playing with really good players or really bad players, and that's just not fair because you can, get the advantage or get a huge disadvantage. Either way, it's not fair for one party, and nobody wants that. And what about cheating? Because you probably heard about cheaters in R6, and it's not really an issue in the low ranks. It's more as you rank higher and higher, you're gonna see more cheaters because cheaters want to boost their rank because they're losers. I would say around like 2% of my games I'm in platinum, they have cheaters, and around half the time they'll get caught because the anti-cheat, which is called Battle Eye, is really bad. It just doesn't catch them. It's really unfortunate, but it's just something you have to deal with these games. And I doubt Ubisoft will ever change because they probably signed some sort of contract, which is really unfortunate. And the cheaters will get more common as you rank up. So I'm in Platinum, and there's a huge MMR between Platinum and Champion. And the Champions and Diamonds are who's really complaining about the cheaters. In Platinum, which is still fairly high rank, you're not really going to get that many cheaters. But like I said, it's more than normal. Now, I have been talking about cheaters for a while, sorry about that. Let's get on to the next, and that's bugs. There are a lot of bugs when new updates come out, and they get fixed in a few weeks with the little patches. And Ubisoft is obviously going to try their best. They don't want anything game-breaking. And if I was writing this guide like 3 months ago, I wouldn't say the bugs are game-breaking, but coincidentally, last patch, there were 2 pretty big bugs. One that allowed you to peek faster, another one that completely messed up the vertical recoil. But yeah, this is definitely just an exception. Most of the time, Ubisoft is very good with their updates, especially the big ones. You expect to see lots of bugs, and there's not really that many. What about Hitreg? Hitreg, you also see complain a lot about, and it's okay. I played around 900 hours in this game, and I can say like definitely maybe around like 20 times the Hitreg was bad. It's really because you expect it to be perfect, so whenever it does happen, it really sticks out to you, and that's why people complain. And yeah, it has lost me some games, but it's not that big of a problem, and I don't think you should quit the game just because of, you know, that one time you lost. And the last thing I want to say is toxicity. Yeah, every community is gonna have toxicity. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. But it's nothing different than what you see from other, you know, FPS games. I've seen toxicity in Valorant, CS:GO, and I've heard the League of Legends is toxic. Every game that has some sort of competitive nature to it is gonna have toxicity because people want to win, and when they don't, if they're a sore loser, then they're gonna get toxic, unfortunately. So yeah. I do have a little guide on how to avoid toxicity though, so you can watch that in the upper right hand corner. Ubisoft does provide a lot of great tools to block toxicity, and on top of that they are implementing a reputation system which enforces good behavior and will punish bad behavior very soon this year. So that's everything the game's about and its cons, so let's talk about when you buy it. There's a ton of sales from Ubisoft, and they have random sales when there's not really a major event. You got the big ones like Halloween and Christmas. I got my game during Halloween. Ubisoft has really weird sell times. Like, they have it just because spring started. And I think they're just using the seasons as the excuse just to make a sale and have their game get out there. Because either way, they're still making a profit even if the game's at a lower price. So, yeah, just look out for the sales. And there are free weekends. There's like a lot of free weekends. And you can just pick up the game and just try it out and see if you like it. But I actually never tried a free weekend. I just bought the game because it was like $12 for the deluxe version, which just includes some free operators. And I'm glad I did that because I didn't have to wait and I got to play the game early, and I really love this game. I have like 900 hours in it. So yeah, don't buy this game full price. It's one of the things where you just have to get on sale. That's my guide, and I really think that you should buy Rainbow Six Siege. The pros really just outweigh the cons. I'll see you next time.